Karla Souza is one of the most successful actors in Mexico, but now her fame has reached across the border. She is one of the main cast members of the American drama series How to Get Away with Murder, but her career may take a different turn in the future.
Season 3, what can we expect?
Karla Souza is a superstar in Mexico, but she's only recently made a name for herself in the US. She stars there in the television series How to Get Away with Murder. She plays a law student named Laurel who gets mixed up in a web of deceit, lies and murder while taking a law class.
Not the Laurel I know, letting a man speak for her.
The show is now in its third season, and Souza's character has been getting close with a fellow student named Wes, played by actor Alfred Enoch.
It's about Frank.
What?
He's in Coalport with Bonnie.
People saw how much in real life we had this sort of like great friendship. They wrote into it. This is just me seeing into what the writers do, because sometimes we mention things and then they write it in and you're like, oh my God, they're like using stuff I tell them all the time. So when we saw that Wes and Laurel had that first kiss, it was weird because he was like my brother. Character-wise, Laurel and Wes were like brother and sister. But it's such a great challenge to make it happen and work and have the chemistry. And we were both really scared that it wouldn't work, but it worked so well that it is a little confusing in the same way life would be, but it makes so much sense because they're two people that have gone through so much. They both know each other's baggage, and they're sort of clinging on to each other.
Souza has also starred in the 3 highest grossing films in Mexico. That means she isn't always alone when she goes on holiday there.
The other day in Cancun, I was on vacation, and they followed me, the paparazzis followed me from the airport to the private hotel, gated hotel that I was staying at. They camped outside the hotel on the private beach. They camped out for a night before they knew I was going to come out on and like kayak with my husband. I didn't even know they were there because they had those lenses.
Souza's had a string of successes, but she's planning for a different future.
You know what? It's almost, I almost want to defy it by not having another highest grossing movie, because I don't want to have, and this sounds kind of weird, but it's like, you know, honest, that it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, and sometimes you want to be making movies that perhaps offend some people, or that talk about subjects that aren't as commercial, or allow me to find this other side of my artistry that might not be as commercial. So I almost want to not have people expect that from me. I want to get off of that sort of pedestal as quickly as possible.
And Elise.
What?
She might have a hard time doing that. Souza has 3 US and Mexican movies coming out in 2017. And her character will also still be coping with the plot twists of How to Get Away with Murder.
And they're investigating a shooting that Wes was a witness to? What do I tell them?
Just tell them the truth, that you don't know where he is.
Oh, I thought that you guys were all studying together.